Okay, this is a key of Husqvarna and I'll be giving you a detailed ride review. So this is the bike and I'll be telling all the features and I'll be giving you my ride review on this bike. So let's get started. I'll start with the engine front. So this bike gets 250cc single cylinder liquid cooled 4-valve engine which has been actually borrowed from the Duke 250. Let's see how is the performance on the road. It produces almost the same power, that is 30 PS of power and 24 Newton meters of torque. As well. Performance of this bike is pretty great. The throttle response is actually really linear. It's not as punchy as the Duke 250 is what I felt. But due to the weight advantage of this bike, this might be quicker than the Duke 250 is what I am feeling. This bike weighs in around 154 kgs and the Duke weighs in slightly higher. So the power to weight ratio is slightly better on this bike. Riding this bike for quite some time now made me realize how good this bike can be as a city commuter and as well as highway tourer. The touring speeds easily varies between 110 kmph to 130 kmph. That is where this bike sits comfortably and without any vibrations. The main question when it comes to touring is vibrations, and this bike has got none. Yeah, here and there is buzz like on the handlebar and as well as the seat, but that is negligible. If you are wearing a thick pant and as well as if you are wearing good gloves, you will not be feeling any of those. And adding to that, the riding posture, for me, I am feeling a little bit cramped because I am 5'7". This bike is really tall for me. The seating height remains at 835 mm, which is actually too tall for me. I am not able to place both of my legs down comfortably. I am tiptoeing a bit. But due to its design, the compact design, as well as it is short length and it is nimble, it is agile, I am able to ride this bike pretty easily. Talking about the riding comfort and seating posture on this bike's posture is fairly upright. The pegs are a little rear set, which is actually comfortable for people who are above 5.9 inches. As I told, I am 5'7" and a little cramped for me. As you can see, the handlebar is a single piece handlebar, which is actually very good for city commuting as well as highway touring, since it gives you the upright seating posture. The suspension setup on this bike is handled by USD forks from Endurance on the front and a monoshock at the rear, which are actually tuned to offer good comfort and stability on highways. This bike is pretty stable even at a speed exceeding 140 kmph, which is a good sign. And if you are touring and at around, even if there are any crosswinds or anything, you need not worry because you get 110/70/17 section tires in the front, which is actually very grippy. It's made by MRF, and at the rear you get 150/60/17s. Even these are good, but these are kind of button tires, which are not actually very good road tires. This can be part road and part off-road tires. The seats are enough roomy for the rider, but for the pillion it's going to be a hassle because it's too small and thin. The pillion's lower back will have a tough time on long tours, so it's advisable to get an air seat or a ride on air for your better comfort. But nevertheless, the main USP of this bike has to be the styling. Man, this bike looks stunning in every angle. The lighting setup is all LEDs, which is actually good. Although the lighting can offer a better throw at night is what I felt. If you look at the rear half of this bike, this is where it shines. It looks so unique and so stylish and so attractive. This was the one design which actually caught my eyes when it was initially launched. And talking about the handling of this bike, the bike handles really well. It's flickable, it's agile, and it's compact design, which makes your riding experience really good. And on off-roads, you can expect similar kind of riding comfort because the suspensions are tuned really well for off-road as well as on-road. And the speedometer. The speedometer, according to me, is kinda let down, at least for me, because of its really small dials, the typical round shape. But hey, it actually complements well with the bike, so I'm not going to complain much on that front. And it has got really good useful features which are actually helpful for the rider. You get the engine malfunction light, you get left and right indicators, you get your gear position indicator, you get your speedometer, you get your tachometer, and all the other telltale lights which are actually necessary. So it is actually a feature packed speedometer. Switch gears have again been carried over from the KTM series. On the left hand side you have the pass switch, indicators and horn. Horn is kinda meek for a bike of this capacity. It could have been better. And coming to the right side, you have engine kill switch and a starter button. Pretty basic layout. These are backlit as well. The user of this bike has reported a few issues which he wants Husqvarna to rectify. He says the rims are of lower grade, due to which they are cracked pretty easily in Bengaluru's potholes. And he has reported little rusting here and there, which can be actually rectified by Husqvarna. And the seat height could have been better, because even he faces slightly discomfort when he's filtering through a city traffic. They could have provided a smaller fly screen or a larger windscreen to prevent wind gushing to your chest, because it makes you too tiring while you're cruising on highways. But anyways, you can always opt for aftermarket windshields and make your ride even more comfortable. But overall, this bike is great for someone who is looking for a retro modern bike. The on-road price in Bengaluru comes to somewhere around 2.3 lakhs, which is okayish according to me. The pricing could have been little better. So yeah, this bike can be a very good beginner bike, but have to be cautious because it is actually little powerful. For anyone who is coming from around 150 to 150 cc, can experience a really good power and can really enjoy this bike. This bike is actually very fun in cities. So yeah, on that happy note, I would like to conclude this video. Thanks for watching guys. Please do subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next video. Thank you.